These are just a few strength exercises and mobility that you can do in between your running, walking efforts. Starting out with a lunge and a twist. So simple, step forward or step back, twist to the sides, very good for upper thoracic mobility. You can do this about 10 times on each leg, and that will take up at least 30 seconds. Next, a lunge with a stretch to the side. So stretch out the side that your back foot is on, and then simply raise up and down on your ankle 10 times. So nothing else moves, just your ankle going up and down. Same again on the other side, left leg back so that you lean to the right, and then up and down on the ankle 10 times, really opening up that left side of the ribs and the hip. Next is a lunge hold. So you might have had a bit of a jogged along. Now you're having another minute break, and hold this position for 10 seconds. If 10 seconds is too long, hold it just for 5. Try to get fairly tight, close to 90-degree angles around your knee. And you could do that 2 to 3 times on each side to make up a minute. Have another jog, and then the next session you stop for could be squats. Squats improve with hip mobility improvements, so it may be hard at the start. You can do variations such as holding, as I'm doing here, and then come up slowly out of the hold. You can go up and down slowly as another variation. And a third variation you can also do up quickly. So a bit more of a power, a bit more burst out to come up. So do some different variations of a squat for a minute. Jog, 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 walk, 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 come back, stop again. This is a single leg pivot, really good for ankle strength, hamstring flexibility and strength, and glute strength. So you simply stand on one leg, your other foot can be touching your ankle, or there's another variation where hands are out to the side, leg goes back out behind me. And I'm only going as far as I can get without really twisting at the hips to force my hip up to get that pivot action. So you can do this with a very straight knee or a bent knee, whatever position helps you get a good stretch from the hamstring and activating that glute. So the leg that goes back, that glute is really working hard to hold that leg up. Another variation, which is a little bit like running. Opposite arm, opposite knee, come forward. Have another run, and now it's time for another break. Side lunge. Try to line up your body over your knee in this one. So as you step out, step and put your weight in a straight line from your ankle up to your shoulder. You can do a minute of those, or we've also got a COSSACK squat, which you can combine with the same sideways lunges, or a separate minute in itself at the next break. The key to doing a good COSSACK squat and making it easy is that you really keep your feet wide and point your feet and knees out at an angle. Don't try to keep them pointing forward, or you'll find it very difficult to do a COSSACK squat. You can also just not go as far down and just do a smaller, easier variation. Another break, and perfect for mobility and for proprioception, is the grapevine. So you could do maybe 15 seconds on each side, and then swap 15 seconds the other way, and then do that a couple of times. You've got a nice little minute's break. Really good proprioception and twisting for the thoracic and spine and ankle mobility. Next, get that back in a nice concave position. Don't round your back. And then simply with thumbs up, pull your shoulder blades back together and down towards your lower back, and lift your arms up. This is really not as easy as it looks to get your arms up that high. Another variation you can switch it up with is simply doing more of a rowing, upright rowing action. Again, squeeze the shoulder blades together every time you bring those elbows up. And then you can finish with some forward circles and some reverse circles in the same position. You're really working your glutes and hamstrings in this position. And lastly, ankle mobility. This is a really good one. You will want to hold on to something in this position. Ideally, you have both hands up against a wall, not how I'm doing it currently, and you point your foot off in 45-degree angles, 45 in the front, left, right, 45 at the back, left, and then right. And in this position, with my hands up, if you're pushing against a wall, and you can see here my knee flexes in and then out. I'm not trying to keep my knee straight. I'm trying to track my knee in and out so that my ankle really gets a lot of different movement through it. There is no right or wrong, but you just want to do what you need to do to point and reach with your foot. So don't hold anything stiff. Keep everything relaxed. Let your hips, knees, ankles, thoracic all move as they need to.